Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, where we've had another minor issue with the Citroen C4 Grand Picasso. Driving along the other day, and part of the windscreen trim tried to make a break for freedom. And if you have a look here, you can see it has clearly been off at some time in the past. All these clips should be the same colour, and indeed they should all be in place because one is missing. This hole at the top of the A pillar should be there. I will show you what goes in there in a second. And this funny shaped bolt is the most crucial part of the fitting of the windscreen trim. And again, I will show you what has happened to that as to why that is still fitted in the car. This is the hole at the top of the windscreen trim piece that bolt should fit in. It is a square shaped sort of hole that the bolt should go in and turn 45 degrees to locate in place there. And it looks like as and when this trim piece has been off before, the person has just pulled the trim piece to get that off. So the hole is not the correct shape anymore. And this little piece here, highlighted in yellow, should be a straight peg that comes out, that goes into that hole on the A pillar, which I said should be there and not have anything attached to. Well, I could just put some new clips on the trim piece and bang it home. To do it properly, you will need to remove this piece of trim from inside of the windscreen. Just using a trim removal tool or a large screwdriver, you can just get in behind. I didn't know where any of the clips are at this point, so just randomly went around finding places until there was a pop of something coming released. With the first part detached, it's easy to pull the whole lot off the inside of the car, and here I've marked all the little clips that hold that trim piece onto that inside piece of the A pillar. This is the alarm ultrasonic sensor which pops into the trim piece you've removed. Do not worry, as it's not clipped in really well, and it will just slide out as you remove the trim piece from the car. And here are some of the holes that those clips on the trim piece fit into. And this hole in the metalwork of the A pillar, you can just about see here behind the green arrow, the bolt which is what attaches that external trim piece to the car. And using a 10mm socket on a wrench, you can just spin the nut off the inside of that bolt. But be careful, I do not know where it will fall if you drop it. If it goes down inside the A pillar, you may have to dismantle a bunch of trim at the bottom of the car to find it, so be very careful when removing it. But once done, the bolt will be free on the outside of the car. Here we have a little plastic receptacle which goes in the external bit of trim that came off the car, that the bolt is supposed to, and does, as you can see here, fit into. And then slide that back into place into the piece of trim. But to be honest, I'm not terribly happy with how it's fitted in there, so I've covered the whole area in araldite to make sure it is not going to come loose again. And with the clips that hold this trim piece on the car all broken, I've replaced all 6 of them here with some from this box of generic trim piece clips that I bought off eBay. And to fit the trim piece back on, it's important to start by sliding the lower part of it down behind what would be the wheel arch part of the car. Then lay the trim down next to the windscreen and clip the top down as best as you can. This will allow you to then put the nut back onto the bolt holding the top of it in and pull it all tight. And that really should secure all the outside. So just reconnect the ultrasonic sensor into the receptacle on the interior trim. Pop the trim piece home just by banging all along it where all the clips are. Do the same on the outside piece of trim that came off, just to make sure all the clips are seated home, and you are done. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this was of some use. This part of the windscreen trim does corrode quite badly, or oxidise quite badly. It's aluminium, so if you cared about your car a lot, you might want to get it repainted, and this is the only real way of removing it without damaging it. So if this was of any help, do please hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel too. Look forward to seeing you next time. Do whatever you're doing, folks. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.